Hi. Okay, I'm not going to overthink this. This is the first article in the academic reading series. There's something on my teeth. Pretty blurry. That's my shadow showing. This is a very quick article for one of the quick introductory workshops to my Foundations of Psychology unit. Yes, 25 years later, I'm doing it. Um, but I've just found out I've got ADHD, so neurodivergent traits, further testing required. Can't tell if it's autism or burnout on top of this, but there's a lot going on. 40 years young, diagnosed with depression, I think first when I was 15. But I'll tell you, it started earlier. Anxiety, all of that stuff. First panic attack kind of brought it on. Anyway, here's one of the answers. And this, it doesn't really matter the purpose of why I'm reading these out. I'm just reading them. Okay. No, I'm reading them so I can listen to myself back. So I don't want to talk too much in the beginning. So I'll just let this. I have a workshop to do with this article afterwards. I might edit this bit out. We're looking at the teal sentence structure, topic, evidence, example, link, TEEL. The article is promoting adequate sleep in young people. It is by government, Australian Institute of Family Studies, Child Family Community Australia. This short article outlines the evidence for promoting adequate sleep for young people and what works to support young people and their parents. Introduction. Young people need adequate sleep for healthy growth, learning, and development. However, many do not get sufficient sleep. This can lead to daytime tiredness and a range of physical and mental health problems. This short article outlines the evidence for promoting adequate sleep for young people and provides research-based implications for professionals working with young people and their parents. Great. Why does sleep matter for young people? Is this explanation? Yeah. Insufficient sleep in childhood and adolescence can lead to difficulty concentrating and poor memory, depressed mood, and poor emotional regulation. Am I young people? As well as long-term health problems such as diabetes, obesity, and cardiovascular risk. Okay. The Australian Department of Health recommends between 9 and 11 hours, wow, of uninterrupted sleep for young people aged 12 to 13 years and between 8 and 10 hours of sleep for those between 14 and 17. Consistent bed and wake up times are also recommended. Growing up in Australia, the Longitudinal Study of Australian Children, LSAC, found as young people get older, their sleep duration reduced, particularly on school nights. Around a quarter of 12 to 13-year-olds and half of 16 to 17-year-olds were not getting the minimum of 8 hours sleep on school nights. And a quarter of 12 to 3-year-olds, 12 to 13-year-olds, sorry, and half of 16 to 17-year-olds were not getting the minimum of 8 hours sleep on school nights. Okay. The research showed that as they got older, their bedtimes got later, but their wake times remained the same. Cool. Well, not cool, but I get it. What factors impacted sleep? Okay. A number of factors have been. Sorry, I forgot to read out loud. My goodness, I just got so focused and then just stopped speaking. This happens. This is why I want to speak out loud because I'm in here alone. I need to hear it. And if I say it out loud, it's one way to read it. If I hear myself saying it, it's another. But again, I don't want to keep talking through it. But just so you know, my shadow is showing. 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 My shadow is show I could use the titles as a way to learn referencing as well, hey? Or at least I'll put it in the description. Come back to that. A number, okay, what am I doing? Just breathing into my heart for a second. I should have done that before I started. Am I talking about sleeping? Oh God, there's no coincidences. Okay, this is why I wanted to record it. Um, what factors impact sleep? A number of factors have been found to affect young people's sleep. See table one. Table one. Factors that affect sleep in young people, factors that reduce sleep and factors that support sleep. Okay, we'll start with reduced. Biological clock shifts. Increased time on schoolwork or other activities. Challenges with mental health. It sucks. Use of electronic devices at night. Come on, people. Oh, fuck. Is it true that in Australia, social media is banned for 16-year-olds until you're 16? Is that true? I hope so. But where did I hear that? Factors that support sleep. Daytime physical activity. Cool. Regular bed and wake times. Yep. A relaxing sleep routine before bedtime. Not stressing, I suppose. Ideal sleep environment. Eek. God, get this bus life sorted. I need somewhere to park where I can plug in and switch off at the same time. Does that make sense? Anyway, we're reading an article. Oh my God, this is not even a one-page article. Look how long it's taking me. Biological changes associated with puberty lead to a shift in young people's body clocks, causing them to stay up later at night and sleep in later in the morning. Yeah. Social changes that reduce young people's sleep may include increases in schoolwork, more control over their own bedtimes, part-time work, and additional time spent socializing or pursuing interests. Yeah. Problems with sleep and challenges with mental health increase during adolescence. Mental health is related to sleep. Difficulties with mental health can affect sleep, and insufficient sleep can increase the risk of mental health challenges and struggles. Loop-de-loop. Screen use and social media activity is related to staying up later at night and shorter sleep duration for young people. This may be due to the same time spent on screens replacing sleep, mental stimulation from the content, or the effects of blue light from the screens. Physical activity during the day is related to better sleep. A number of other factors support sleep, regular bed and wake times across the week, a relaxing sleep routine before bedtime, e.g. low lighting, having a bath, mindfulness techniques, and a quiet, dark bedroom at a comfortable temperature. What works to support young people to get enough sleep? The secondary school years are a vulnerable period for a young people's sleep, when many do not get enough sleep for optimum health and learning. Education programs delivered to young people in school classrooms can highlight the importance of good sleep and provide information about lifestyle changes students can make to improve their sleep. While being aware of their child's shifting biological clock and increasing the need for autonomy, parents and caregivers can be encouraged to discuss the importance of reasonable and regular bedtimes and limits on screen use before bed. In dealing with young people with emerging or occasional difficulties in managing emotional distress, school wellbeing officers, social workers, and youth workers can discuss sleep routines and relevant lifestyle factors as part of early intervention strategy. Young people with known, suspected, or reported sleep disturbances should be treated promptly to address the risks of mental health challenges and other problems. Wow, that would be great. This may involve referral to trained healthcare professionals for cognitive behavioral sleep interventions. Oh my God, great. How would you use the evidence or information in this short article in your work? We would love to hear from you in the comments field. How would I? Well, I am going to ask all of my clients more, how are they sleeping? Because it will give a lot of insight into cognitive health. But also I'm going to give myself some better sleep patterns. I also have one of the portals that people pick in the shop here that's called Portal to Restful Sleep, and it talks about how restful sleep starts during the day. So, I mean, I get it. It's all valid information, but I guess the adjusting biological clock is something I want to consider a bit more, how that changes over time, because this is about children, obviously. But yeah, it's a good question in the personal discovery or the discovery process of somebody, especially if they're troubled or struggling with something on a wellness level. How's your sleep? And having some self-awareness over that. We have so many tools now. I have my smartwatch and quite a strict, rigid schedule for my own routines of waking and sleeping. So yeah, just keep talking about it, discussing it with adolescents. That's great. I don't think we really, I mean, sure, kids get told to go to bed, they don't really like it, but the benefits of it, how to discuss it better. I suppose really I'm building some kind of enjoyment into the evening routine before bed. Oh, resting. The nervous system. Yeah, and in such a dopamine-fueled world, I think the screens, just don't be a hero when it comes to those screens. They're built to fuck you up, you know? Don't try and don't what is it? Don't argue with fools. Actually, they're not fools, are they? Hyper intelligent, sentient beings they create. Um, Another saying like that. Anyway, I'm going to move on to the workshop of this. This was been interesting for some reading and related resources. Sleep in young people, sleep in teenagers, sleep and well-being, sleep in young people, putting the myths to rest, headspace. Facts about sleep for parents and school staff. Lots of references here. I'll obviously link to the article and just a very simple article. We're now going to construct a topic sentence. What do you call it? A teal sentence in this worksheet. And it's my first task for the year. Thanks for being here. Hope you found something useful to take with you, connecting your mind to your heart in whichever way this has helped, and enjoy your onward journey. See you next time.